Dr. Phillips disclosed that each graduate upon their release from prison would be awarded a pregnant female animal of their choice. This, she said, would enable them to start their expected family enterprise and maintain a sustainable livelihood. The management of the prison has applauded the Ministry of Agriculture for collaborating with the Ministry of National Security to bring the initiative to the Belle Isle Correctional Facility. Superintendent of Prisons A.G. Brenton Charles said that for some time now, prison officials have been seeking to have programs to enrich the lives of prisoners when they are inside and when they leave the institution. The 4-month training course, he said, is such a program. Superintendent Charles said that the government has always intended for the Belle Isle Correctional Facility to be a productive and self-sufficient entity, and that the completion of the first phase of the program is a step towards lifting the burdens off the backs of insentient taxpayers as the prison moves a step closer to becoming self-sufficient. Superintendent Charles also called on the business community to partner with the prison management to execute similar and other initiatives geared towards the rehabilitation and enrichment of the prisoners. By doing this, he said, we will have better young men, which will result in better communities and, by extension, a better country. Douglas De Freitas has once again taken a swipe against Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, asking on public radio if there is any truth in the matter of Gonsalves being refused knighthood by the British Crown. De Freitas on his morning show on Nice Radio asked if that is the reason a referendum was taken to Parliament to pledge allegiance to St. Vincent and abandon the British monarchy. I am only asking a question, De Freitas said. I am not saying it is factual. It has been posted all over England, so I am only asking a question, De Freitas lamented. Luke Wilson of the St. Mary's Roman Catholic is a top student for the 2016 Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment CPEA. Wilson scored an average of 96.20% in the CPEA. Of the 1,791 grade 6 students registered, 1,786 wrote the final examination on Friday, May 20, 2016. In second place is Matthew Washington of the Windsor Primary School with an average of 96%, while Ezekiel Dibig of the Canaan Government School placed third with an average of 95.20%. The Ministry of Education says the preliminary results indicate that the proportion of students who met the prescribed standard was 1,498 or 83.87%. Of the 877 females sitting, 788 or 89.85% met the required standard, while of the 909 males sitting, 710 or 78.11% met the required standard. These results represent an increase in the performance over the previous year's results. Last year, the 1,822 students who wrote the exams, 1,474 or 80.90% met the required standard. Of the 904 females sitting, 801 or 88.60% met the required standard, while of the 918 males sitting, 673 or 73.31% met the required standard. According to the Ministry of Education, 12 students tied for the top 10 positions in the CPEA. This includes one from the Canaan Government, one from Georgetown Government, one from Kingston Preparatory, one from Lodge Village Government, 3 from St. Mary's Roman Catholic, 2 from Sugar Mill Academy, and 3 from Windsor Primary. Director of the Starlit Steel Orchestra, Kingsley Hero Roberts, said a greater effort is needed to encourage parents to allow their children to get involved in playing the steel pan. Mr. Roberts was discussing the challenges facing the art form during NBC's Views on Issues program on Sunday. He noted that playing pan can help to instill discipline in children who start at an early age. Meanwhile, panelist and arranger Rodney Small said the business sector should do more to support the steel pan because it is now seen as a business. And the president of the Yulu Pan movement, Onika Morgan, said there is a need for better management of steel bands to make sure that they benefit from a range of opportunities. A national policy dialogue on sustainable energy is at present taking place at the National Insurance Services NIS conference room. The forum is hosted by the Caribbean Policy Development Center, CPDC, in collaboration with Constructive Solutions, Inc., the Windward Islands Farmers Association, WINFA, the Commonwealth Foundation, the Barbados Renewable Energy Association, BREA, and CARICOM to host the forum. In a news release from WINFA, the purpose of the dialogue is to enhance advocacy around sustainable energy, efficiency, and energy conservation policies across the Caribbean region. The participants are discussing the status of policies, legislation, and incentives which exist at the national and regional level in relation to energy efficiency and conservation, and agree upon recommendations for improvement. The National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, NTRC, hosted a launching ceremony to inform the public of a mobile application which was developed by the NTRC. A demonstration was shown of the app where you can open it and access a map showing the entire island of SBG.
Here in IKtv Connect, I'll open the app. Okay, so now we have the road map coming up on the screen. So I'll zoom in a bit at the moment, so I'll just zoom out so you have an idea of how the entire island looks like on the road map. Alright. So this is Sydneyton in particular on the road map. Right, as I mentioned before, Mapbox. Well, you see, Mapbox is the name of a development platform that we use to put up the maps on our app, NTRC Connect. Mapbox, what it does is that it uses data from another platform known as OpenStreetMaps. I won't go into too much technical detail to confuse you, but in short, basically, OpenStreetMap is a community of mappers all around the world who work together to put the mapping information of like say various countries together on a map. So the road map, in particular for Mapbox, uses OpenStreetMap data.
The NTRC is encouraging everyone to use the app to gain proper information about St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
As I said before, like with the OpenStreetMap data, the satellite map images were very well done long before started. All we had was just a blurry mist. You're looking in St. Vincent, all you can see is just a bunch of scribbles. It wasn't very clean. So we're just seeing clouds. You can't really tell anybody anything with clouds. Nobody cares what the weather day looks like. You want to know what the information is. So now you see, when you zoom in now, we have proper data of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So when users using the app, you can see, well, this is St. Vincent and the Grenadines, not clouds. I'm not interested in clouds. I don't believe you're interested in clouds either. Right. So you can only see these maps on our app NTRC Connect because it is on our Mapbox account. If you try to access St. Vincent on any other map, you'll get clouds. So if you're very interested in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, please use our app, because otherwise all you're getting is information like this. This is not important, this is not relevant to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. If you want proper information about St. Vincent and the Grenadines, please use our app.
The NTRC launched their new application titled Connect, obtaining 2 functions.
However, this morning launch is about the NTRC app called Connect. As the name suggests, it deals with connectivity. It serves 2 functions: finding locations that provide wireless connectivity in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the other function mainly is to allow consumers to report issues with connectivity. So if you have any problems with connectivity, it allows you to report those to us, and we can see how we can address them with the service providers or with our own network that we operate. For the connectivity area, it covers 4 main areas. It shows the locations of all cellular sites in St. Vincent and Grenadines. And this is something of interest to some people, not everyone, but a lot of times we have companies come into the market looking to enter the market, and they don't want to build their own towers, and they want to know where the existing towers are. Right? And then normally they have to go and find them themselves, and find the coordinates to them, the GPS coordinates. It takes a lot of time. We have all this in the app now. You can just download the app and get all the information. You can get the height of the towers, location, pictures of the towers, and so forth. And we also have the locations of all the schools with Wi-Fi. Some persons may not know, but the NTRC operates the largest.
Information was also given on the amount of megabytes this app takes up on your devices.
The actual device. They save space, and I'll give you as a bit of comparison. So our app takes up 26 megabytes on your phone. WhatsApp, we all know WhatsApp, it takes 53 megabytes on your phone. Google Maps takes a whopping 113 megabytes on your phone. Now, some people are cautious about the storage on the phone because some phones these days, they don't come with SD cards where you can expand the memory and so on and so forth. So we thought this was the best route, and also you can access the information from anywhere so long as you're connected to the internet. So the first sub-component is Amazon Web Services.
At the NTRC app launch yesterday, it was said that the NTRC operates the largest Wi-Fi network in SVG. The NTRC said it provides an average of about 9,000 user access to the network daily.
And we also have the locations at all the schools with Wi-Fi. Some persons may not know, but the NTRC operates the largest Wi-Fi network in St. Vincent, and maybe the whole OECS. It's in all the schools, in all the community centers. It's one network managed by K-Mobile that's on a contract from us. And it's, the last day that we did, they have normally around 37,000 unique users every month. And on average about 9,000 users every day. So it's a big network. Right, so all these locations also is in the app. And we also added one for businesses that have the Wi-Fi open for persons to use, even though it's some offer a code to it. So those that put it there for the customers to use, we have an area for that as well, and that will grow over time. So we targeting anybody come from overseas locally on a find a Wi-Fi hotspot to use. You can use this app to get that information, among other things.
More local news when we return.